I don't know what compelled me to skip out on taking the metro, but apparently I felt it was necessary to walk across downtown Volcaltera to get to my apartment. It's whatever. I could honestly call a cab, but I don't know. Guess I'm looking for an excuse to think about shit. Hold on, we don't need this song right now. Something might soon happen. We might get a cartoon violence situation. Whatever you could want in a Walmart. Hell yeah. Did they make some 3-day files with their uber fuck? Yeah. The problem with the Goodbye Volcano High's files and engine and everything is that it really doesn't lend itself well to any of this. They look so brick-like. What's with the brick? Everything happening around me has got me feeling all kinds of stupid. Actually, we should put on Skin Row Soul. It's perfect for this. Give me that Skin Row Soul. There we go. There we go. Everything that's been happening got me feeling all kinds of stupid. My strange readiness to share shit about myself and Olivia's weird bullshit that Liz and Ben seem to be whining about aren't helping either. I'll have to kick the shit out of myself for getting involved in it. But it is what it is. Maybe becoming a nosy fuck will get my mind off other shit. This city's okay. I can tell it's got its fair share of crime though, like any city. And of course, because of me, I'm attracted to that grime. Oh, grime, not crime. Well-kept streets with open businesses slowly fade to cracked asphalt and condemned buildings. Junkies and other scum start becoming a commonplace sight. Here I am minding my own fucking business when I realize I'm being followed. Of course, actually, you know what? Good. I need to let off some steam. This could be just what I needed. I can't start shit at school. Works for me. Keeping it cool, I continue on my way like nothing's wrong. Like I haven't noticed these freaks follow me. In reality, I'm scanning for a spot to make my move. Here we go. Nice little alleyway. Not too broad, not too narrow either. Nobody in sight. Perfect. I slink into it, walking away down until I hit a dead end. I lean against the wall, pulling out a cigarette and lighting it up while I wait for my would-be aggressors to show their face. Or snouts. Didn't see if they were human or dino. Doesn't matter either way. So, the reason I call this cartoon violence is, like, I get it, right? This could totally happen in reality, but it's so staged for the purpose of what's going on. I get it, it's a character trait, but come on, the whole plot is about him not doing it. But on the other hand, you know, fair enough. Apparently these will decrease in proximity, so I'm mostly going to judge, does the action work? As I don't think it will, because this guy doesn't seem to understand how to sell the emotional punch of a situation. Because I read actual books, and I can assure you, that writing a good action sequence is about establishing stakes and working off of them. And there are no stakes when this character's just like, I'm gonna win! Wario's gonna win! Sure enough, two figures slink into view. Dinos. Go figure. You the Raptor and a Dracorex, huh? Good. If it was some big helmet fucker, I might have been in trouble, but I can handle these two. Anon has a knife on him, why don't you? I take one final drag, staring at them casually as they make their way towards me, stop, and about halfway through the elevator glare at me. I flick the remainder of my smoke at them. The stub scattering across the concrete to their feet. Let's put on some intense music. Maybe? Something I can help you two gentlemen with? They sneer at me. The Dracorex cocks his head back and forth, leaning forward to try and be intimidating. Yeah, I wanna know what I wanna know what the fuck a nasty looking speech like you's doing out of Skin Row. I penis an eyebrow. Mean one, ain't he? The Uteraptor growls quietly, feathers on his head undulating gently.
Yeah, Skinny, what you doing? Stinking up our street, that's what. You gotta be a good little 5-star and get out of here, or we gotta rip you up.
A grin slowly forms on my face. Oh, we got a music recommendation here. Hold on. Oh, you want... This guy actually provided some music. Hold on, I'm gonna listen to it and see what we got. That's very techno. That is very explicitly. Well, we got Clay Doll in the cradle. We'll play that in a second when the actual combat starts. A grin slowly forms on my face. You fucker sure talk a lot for a couple of strung-out media dodgers. What? Cough dealer not in town today, so you gotta pick on the first skinny you see? Get the fuck out here before you both get hurt. Listen, man, a 2v1 is a dangerous situation to be in, even if you're a good fighter. Like, action economy is king. They both let out a snarl, but only the Uterop moves the most malicious intent, because the other guy is confident he doesn't need to help his buddy. Hold up. Big fucking mistake. I pushed myself off the wall to meet him. Oh, I needed this. Oh, so bad. When we're within swinging distance, I can't stop the fuel growl that rips away out of my throat. You're fucking dead! In response to my threat, the Uteraptor bares his claws and immediately makes a swipe for my throat. Carnos are so fucking easy to read, especially these freaks who rely on nothing but their little genetic handicaps. A trained dino is scary, but these fuckers, predictable. A quick sidestep sends him sailing past me harmlessly. I throw a loose jab with my left hand, popping him right out on the tip of his snout and sending his head jittering back. Wasn't enough to do damage, but it stuns him for a moment. I need to dart my left hand at him again, gripping the feathers on his head and angling it to the side as I stick my middle knuckle out and jackhammer my other fist into the soft flesh of his eyes. I let go of the feathers and step into his new blind spot as he screeches, taking a clumsy swipe at nothing but air out of desperation. I angle my body to the side, latching one hand onto his now exposed wrist and torquing his arm straight as I flatten the other hand into a palm and smash it against the now straightening elbow, which snaps immediately. Scales might be tough, but bones are bones, and I know how to break them. This song takes a while to get going, but man. He staggers back, gripping his now disabled arm and shrieking madly. The Draco Rex apparently decides to take this as his call to action, roaring as he angles his head down and charges at me with his horns. This dude really doesn't know shit about fighting. I throw my foot up, smashing my boot into his beak and jerking his head up, killing his momentum completely. I stomp my foot back down behind his leg to give him a rough shove, sending him sprawling back first into the wall and knocking the wind out of him as he smashes against it. Before he can even attempt to get his breath back, I swing my boot like a pendulum, cracking across the jaw with a steel toe low kick, and sending him to sleep as he slumps over, arm stiff. The Uteraptor is still staggering around, screaming as I sidle up behind him like a ghost, gripping his head feathers once more as I jerk him forward roughly, slamming that snout into a wall with a gruesome crunch as it crumbles. He too goes out like a light, his freshly broken snout leaking thick rivulets of blood. I stared down at them, savoring the adrenaline rush and feeling the dopamine spike in my brain. Yeah. Dang. This song sure goes places, but we're done now. That was combat. That was it. I have opinions, though. I step out of the alley, jittering slightly as I look both ways. No one came to investigate, at least. Quickly shove my hands into my pockets to get the fuck out of this slum. Speeding, walking until I'm back to a normal-looking neighborhood, at which point I can call a cab and go home. That was a damn good walk. School's gonna be fun tomorrow. Yeah, I don't think Mia has it in her. I don't know much about Yakuza 3. Okay, so I want to say this. Like, the choreography is pretty good. It's a hell of a lot better than Nothing to Something, and it suits the character more to actually be fighting people. But I have a problem, and it's that there's no emotional payload here. It's kind of backloaded. Instead of being in the moment, it's there, though. It's good. You're complaining too much, Shafi. This is just the writer having a little bit of fun, and from that perspective, it's fine. It's not meant to be part of the greater narrative and the emotional payload that comes with it. Shut up. Well, I will say this. At the very least, this guy can deliver. Like, nothing to something was way too dry and way too much. This is just a fucking setup. Sure, the main character gets off scot-free for the most part, but he did mention that they went at it one at a time, and they are basically fucking... They're jobbers. They're like actual legit hardcore jobbers, and he was looking for it, and he knew what he was getting into. Like, I can't complain here. This isn't Anon, who mysteriously knows how to fight people because he went to boxing a couple of times. You know? Enemies block everything. Yeah, there's a grab button. Enemies blocking your attacks won't interrupt your combo. Looks... So next time, what's even up next time? Is Mia showing up, or are we just doing... I like how people point out, like Ben Mia and Damien Liz, and I'm like, those aren't ships. Those are part of the story, but they're not the ships we're focusing. We're not doing anything with those. Yeah, Mia doesn't get brought up. That's sad. But you will get a shit kicking later. Hell yeah, we get both. Who who kicks his shit in? Tell me. Come on. Give me a little spoiler. Come on. Come on. Give me a little just a little smidge. Anyway, that was that. I am liking this fic so far. It is not Inco noted, but man, it is trying to go places. The character bleeds through, but he is a little dry. But we're starting at a decent level. We're not starting so low that I wonder if it could ever improve at a reasonable pace, but I like it. Next week, more in the underground arena. Oh no. Welcome to the arena! How much gold did he bet on himself like a goober? Spoilers, how crass. I don't care about spoilers. Emotionally, like, from a fundamental writing perspective, spoilers shouldn't do anything. But that's just me. And I spoil myself all the time. I like how there's an interlude that's called Not So Bloody. Again, like, we get Chapter 3 is Interlude 1. Chapter 5 is Interlude 2. Then it takes until 11 to get one that's, again, because Interlude 3 is Not So, and it's 7. So I don't even know if he fights there. And then we have 21. Like, again, early on, he's clearly still into it, but then it goes worse. It goes a different way. I've been writing, but I can't commit to anything, which is a problem. Shame. Too bad, so sad, as they say. Maybe one day. Maybe one day. Maybe one day or another, I'm gonna find you. I'm gonna get you. What are you doing, Safi? I don't know. Do you? Does anyone? Well, in the words of a wise Italian man, I would like to take a piss. So, do with that information as you must. I'll see you guys next week as we go to chapter... Hold on. Chapter 4, Stern Beliefs. I wonder what that's about. I wonder what that'll be about. It'll probably be something really cool.